A lot of people have this question that when they invest in golden visa through real estate, what happens if they sell the property?
Other type of golden visas, huge list, huge requirements. The property visa, the golden visa is the easiest way to get a tenure.
You can just transfer your property. It's as simple as that.
Buy a few properties in Dubai, or कहते हैं ना खून चको, and then come to Abu Dhabi.
Come to Abu Dhabi.
Yes.
Makes a lot of sense.
yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
There's an investor mind and there's an emotional mind.
Yeah.
From all the 100 successful deals you've done, this is one, and you really took this to heart.
Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of the Emirates Nest, and today we're extremely happy to have a new face on the channel, and she is Jharna Lakhwani. So she, along with Rohit and their wonderful team at Merlin Real Estate, help you buy properties that you would have never envisioned. You know, all that you have ever imagined comes onto your table thanks to them. Now, Jharna carries with her years of experience in real estate, and she is the $1 million queen in Merlin. So she sells, she helps people buy their homes, and she's going to be sharing her expert insights today. And of course, we have the celebrity Rohit with us, who does magic every time he comes on the show. So welcome to the show, Jharna and Rohit. How are both of you doing today?
Doing really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Starting of the new year.
That is
so much happening in the industry.
Yes, there's a lot. How are you doing, Rohit?
Well, you said the magic words, magical year.
Yes. It is a magical year. Now, let's deep dive a bit into the golden visa scenario. A lot of people have this question that when they invest in golden visa through real estate, what happens if they sell the property? Do they do away with the golden visa as well? Or what happens in that situation? So what do you guys think?
Property is a long-term game.
Yeah.
These instances happen few and far between. If someone does buy a property for a golden visa, 9 out of 10 times you don't see them selling it. However, saying that, it does happen as well. Many situations happen. Now, your property is connected to the golden visa. The minute you sell it, you have maximum 2 weeks to either replace it with another property of the same value, which is 2 million as of today, or you have to let go of your visa. It's a reality, but everyone knows the reality when they enter and they buy that property.
Correct.
So Rohit, a lot of my clients always ask, okay, what are the different type of visas that you have in Dubai? Not only golden visa. What are the options you have?
Oh, I need a special episode for that. But let's keep it brief. There is the blue visa, which is for sustainability. So if you're into sustainability, you're into trying to make a difference in the world of recycling, you get a 10-year visa. But obviously the paperwork is much more stringent to get a blue visa. They are the humanitarian visa. There's the PhD visa.
But what about property related? Something else?
Property related, there is a term which many people have come up, which is not an official term, called a silver visa. There's no such thing. There's just a retirement visa. If your property is over $1 million dirhams and you're over 55 years old, you are eligible to get a 5-year visa. Or you can get a property visa. If it's over 1 million, you'll get a 2-year visa.
That's for the family, or it's just
it's just for you.
Just for you, the investor.
So this is a age related. A retirement visa is over 55 years, 1 million. Now obviously not all of them can afford a 2 million dirham property. 1 million is also an amount.
Yeah.
And they get a 2-year or a 5-year as per the age. But that's the property visas. But if you're looking at the other type of golden visas, huge list, huge requirements. The property visa, the golden visa is the easiest way to get a tenure.
I agree.
And people should plan from before. You know, what happens is when people are selling a property, after they're literally doing the deal, then they realize, oh God, my visa is attached to this property. And once I sell it, what will I do with the visa now?
Right.
So these are things they have to consider from before. That if I'm able to sell the property, I should get something else and then transfer my visa on that.
I agree.
So people don't think about that. So I think planning is very, very important.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah. And again, because golden visa is, it's like Rohit said, it's such a long-term game. A property ek raat ke liye nahi khareedte ho na. You buy it for, at least a good amount of time. Yeah. And I think if your only motivation is the golden visa, then it's best not to do a property. Okay, that should not be the case. Now coming to my next question, which is that what happens if I have purchased a property, and of course my golden visa is attached to my property. But during the course, I'm upgrading or I'm changing my property to something else. What are the legal implications there?
So what you can do is on that if you're upgrading yourself, if you're at a 2 million dirham property and you're upgrading to a 6 million dirham property, suppose, you can just transfer your property. It's as simple as that. Right, Rohit?
Yes, there's little nuances you need to know is when you're buying the 6 million and you need that 2 million cash to move to the 6 million. So you will have a very short period of time. So don't sell it immediately. Try to get a pre-approval. Try to buy the 6 million first
and then transfer
then sell the 2 million.
Makes sense.
If you sell the 2 million and suppose something happens to the 6 million doesn't fall through, you're stuck in the middle.
Correct.
You're going through a big chasm and then you don't know what to do.
So what you're doing is that first we should transfer it and then sell it.
For that you have to buy the 6 million first.
Correct.
Gee.
How much period does the government give you from between selling one property and until you buy the next one? I mean, the government must have given you some interim
There are two
period,
answers
right,
to
no?
that. One is a legal answer, which is immediate.
Okay.
Immediately.
Correct.
And the second is because we are in this beautiful city of Dubai, they do give a few time. Ideally, it's 2 weeks, so that's not much time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a client of mine did go through that. Yeah, it was difficult because only 2 weeks is not enough.
Correct.
But there was no choice, so he had to buy another property, transfer it, and then sell his other property.
Which makes sense, That's why I told it hardly happens. If it happens, I have seen instances because we all have multiple clients, but you cannot be dependent on the rules of the country says immediately.
Correct.
But this country is beautiful. They see situations. They are humanitarians. Reasons they do it. I have seen even up to 3 months they've given. But don't hold on to me. This was a special case.
Correct.
And they saw the situation and they made the decision. So you don't depend on that.
So Jharna and Rohit, now in 2026, with an average budget of 1 to 1.5 million, what kind of properties would work really well?
More property prices are going up. Appreciation. Let's forget property for a second. Let's look at gold and silver. What price were you buying gold last year or even last month? And what price are we buying today? Similarly, 1 to 1.5 million does not buy a lot of square foot.
Correct.
Similarly, how maybe 500,000 dirhams would buy 2 kgs of gold last year, maybe today will not buy 1 kg of gold.
Correct.
So that means you'll get, and similar is happening worldwide. So this square footage is reducing. 1 to 1.5 million is a very entry level budget. We have to manage expectations of our overseas investors. People in Dubai know what they can get. I would tell maybe closer to the city, that's a studio budget. And somewhere in the outskirts, in a good developer, would be a 1-bed option. I do not think you can get a 2-bed in this budget today. But having said that, if you time it right, you buy a good product, a studio or a 1-bedroom, you can still achieve 7 to 8% net rentals at this budget. So I won't like to manage expectations. People who are watching us from UK, you can't buy in central London at 200,000-300,000 pounds. You might need to go to Manchester, Birmingham, north of London. Similarly, you can't buy in Dubai at that budget.
Right.
You have to go a little bit in the outskirts, and then that's where we can get you a good product.
So you're saying there are good options available even if you go a little further out.
Definitely, and the more you go out, the better the chance of capital appreciation.
So any such suggestions? I mean, what is available out there which is in that range?
Before anyone even, they'll know, like this guy will say one thing, and that's because I really believe in his Town Square by Nashama.
Correct.
That's my takya kalam.
I think the whole Merlin believes in Town Square. It's not only him, it's all of us believe in.
To be honest, it's a blind man's choice. Okay, like you can just close your eyes and you can do it in Nisham, because obviously it falls in budget. B, the quality. C, there's enough room for capital appreciation as well. So obviously it makes a lot of sense.
I'll sound like a parrot, but I will keep on screaming from the top of the cliffs. It's underpriced.
Yeah.
And there will be a time when it won't be underpriced.
Yes.
So it's a beautiful product.
Indeed. I agree. Now I have a question. We have 2 investors. Both have invested 1.5 each. One is building wealth. The other is stuck. Why do you think 2 investors with the same budget can actually have 2 very different outcomes to their investments?
So I want to say something to
Yeah,
this.
please.
So, there is an investor mind and there's an emotional mind. Sometimes what happens is that the person who's an investor mind will say, okay, let me grab the opportunity. I have 1.5 million.
Yes.
Let me get something which will give me good rent, good developer, even a little far, chalega, theek hai.
Correct.
And they'll seize the opportunity.
Correct.
The other emotional one will say, oh, it's small, I don't know. You know how the mindset of people, and when you're slow and you take decisions little thoda aaram se, it's difficult, You will lose out on the opportunity. It's all about timing. So somebody who takes advantage of the timing and does everything fast, and definitely, they're the ones who'll get the result.
I agree. I agree with you.
You snooze, you lose.
Yeah.
So we have these people who are always watching on the sidelines. Okay, I get your question that they have invested 1.5.
Yes.
Maybe are doing it at the same time.
Yeah.
So the emotion, she's very right, Jharna. So the emotion is like, no, mujhe downtown mein chahiye.
Correct.
I'm like, downtown gives you 3%. Why do you want downtown
Correct.
today? Maybe if we go in a time machine and go 10 years behind, definitely downtown. Don't go there unless you want to stay there. But most of these are investors. They don't stay there.
Sure.
So in spite of that, they insist on downtown, central. Okay, it's not a bad strategy.
Yeah.
But yes, they're not creating wealth.
Correct.
They're just creating emotion that they can say, I can watch Burj Khalifa on New
Correct.
Year's.
Correct.
But what about the other 364 days?
Correct.
They're stuck on that Sheikh Zayed road.
Yes.
Kuch yahi, we
Yahi
want something
chahiye.
just here.
Yahi chahiye.
They can't imagine anything beyond that.
Bilkul,
But Dubai has
bilkul,
grown
bilkul.
And that's
so
a very
much.
desi mindset.
Yeah.
But outside of our desi clients, people are very smart, and a lot of desis who don't have a desi mindset. I'm sorry, all desis out there.
Correct.
And
Yes. Desi not with desi mindset.
they perform very well. So yes,
Yeah.
it's basically less emotion and more like I would say whoever bought gold and silver are laughing their way to the bank.
Sure.
And who bought maybe Nashama and those cool projects we were speaking about.
Absolutely.
Including us. We really
Yeah.
have performed in Nashama what we have bought, and we have skin in the game, and whatever we buy, that's what we try to also sell to our clients.
Of course. And it actually makes a lot of sense because you're coming from a school of thought where you've experienced something. So, you obviously have a lot of, like you said, skin in the game to, back your claims. It is not just that hawa mein kuch bhi bech rahe hain.
Most of our viewers will not know Jharna and me have bought property from 2003 in Abu Dhabi.
Wow.
We are in 2026, from 23 years. So that means from the age of 0 she's buying.
Correct. Oh.
No, actually, we bought the first one in Springs.
Yes.
Acha.
Springs, Palmyra, and the ranches.
Yes.
We started there.
There you go.
And then we bought in Abu Dhabi much later.
So you can see the skin in the game is there. 25 years of experience. So yes, I'm sorry I'm telling that you are there when you're any viewer will say that she's
I'm not that old, please.
in her early to mid 20s, but that's the magic of the experience Jharna has,
Sure.
and she brings that to the table.
Let's talk about investment in Dubai versus investment in Abu Dhabi versus investment in any other emirate. Okay, especially in terms of capital appreciation. There's a lot of interest amongst investors who are going to Abu Dhabi because the mentality is Dubai is anyway saturated and there are enough and more options. In Abu Dhabi, because the options are limited, the resale value could be better because it's either this or there is nothing. What do you guys think about that?
As far as rentals are concerned, I think the rentals in Abu Dhabi are fantastic.
Right.
Because we own properties in Abu Dhabi.
Yes.
What rental we're getting from there is it's much higher compared to Dubai.
Okay.
Obviously, it's all demand supply.
Sure.
The supply is limited and the demand is so much more.
Yeah.
Rentals are fantastic. In terms of capital appreciation, I still feel Dubai has it.
Okay.
Yeah. This is from personal experience, the properties that we own ourselves.
Sure.
I agree. The rentals are high because the salary structures, the governments are much higher over there. People get a much better paycheck, so they're able to afford higher rent. Supply is less, so obviously rents are higher. It's a smaller ecosystem. The universe is not as big as Dubai. Dubai attracts the whole world.
Correct.
Abu Dhabi does as well, but yeah, they're two different markets. We really can't compare Dubai and Abu Dhabi. I would say from an international standpoint, buy a few properties in Dubai or get in a khun chako and then come to Abu Dhabi.
Come to Abu Dhabi.
Yes.
Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. Now let's also, while we're talking about Dubai, we talk about a lot of investors who want to have secondary investments. Like, they want to invest in secondary properties. Let's put it that way. Why do investors especially struggle with secondary property deals?
It's a great question. Well, to buy a property, a ready property in Dubai, you need to have a Dubai bank account. An international investor will not have a Dubai bank account. Now, there are agencies who are called escrow agencies, which have a solicitor, a lawyer, which is quite standard in America, UK, or anywhere in the world or Singapore when you buy a property. Dubai, Touchwood, never needed that because a broker can do the 360 for you. But now when you want to buy a ready property and you're sitting outside UAE and you have never come to Dubai, you don't have a golden visa, so it's difficult. How do you go to the trustee office and make a transfer while the investor even does not have a bank account?
Correct.
So the solution is there, but the solution costs almost 5% extra. So you pay 4% DLD, you pay 5% to an escrow agent,
Right.
have more layer of paperwork. So I would say it's difficult, it's not impossible.
Yes.
But there are other things also. A lot of people have power of attorneys here for secondary properties.
Yes.
Because obviously somebody you have to appoint to manage your property
Correct.
here. And I don't think they have that kind of leeway to, to coordinate with the person sitting internationally, time differences.
Correct.
Koi acha, you get a good deal.
Right.
But the person who's holding the POA might not have that kind of, authority to go ahead with the deal, depending on,
It's a very risky proposition.
Yeah.
Imagine you're my POA and I'm sitting in maybe somewhere out, maybe I'm in India or USA, and I ask you, okay, give the check, and I back out. I said, okay, she's given the check, and now I'm not going ahead with the deal, so the POA is stuck. So that's why you need a solicitor, you need an escrow account.
Yes.
You want his money to go to the, not the POA can just be there in trustee office.
Yes.
Your fund shouldn't be used. So there are a lot of nuances which we need to understand. And why they keep on then buying from developers. Developers don't have all these headaches. You can just transfer the money to the developer account and the property is in your name.
Makes sense.
so easy to buy offline.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's why it's ideal for foreign investors to actually consider off plan. It's time, energy, money saving on many fronts, rather than a ready to invest.
Mobilizing a big amount from overseas investors.
Yes.
You know the limitations in subcontinent countries to send huge amounts of money.
Correct.
They love off plan.
Yes.
I think if you're looking at India right now, the maximum a single individual, not a company, can send is $250,000. That also in the LRFS, Liberalized Remittance
Correct.
Foreign Scheme.
Yes.
Now, $250,000 does not get you a secondary ready property.
Not
It's not-
Correct.
Unless they put their wife there and their children's name to pool it to make it $1 million. Now you have
Correct.
4 people on a title deed. So they prefer buying off plan so they can
Correct.
easily pay it. And on top of that $250,000, they need to pay 20% TDS upfront. So that's another $50,000.
Correct.
So they have to mobilize $300,000
Yeah.
just to send money to Dubai. It's not easy.
Not at all.
So we do this day in, day out, and that's
Yeah.
how we tell them, look, I know you want to buy $1 million
Yes.
property, I know you're worth $100 million, but you are only allowed to spend $250,000.
I agree
So
with
let's just
you.
buy offline.
Makes sense.
And even the negotiation part, in secondary you can negotiate,
Yes.
right? In off-plan
Correct.
prices are fixed, you're buying directly from the
Correct.
developers. So, there's no
Correct.
confusion, it's just easier.
It's just
उसमें
easy.
ये कि नहीं, my demand is this much, this is what he's offering, okay, let's come to a mutual, all that negotiation
वो
also
सबसे
happens
आपका
in the
वो
secondary
पीछे
market.
छूट जाता है, at least you're
All that
easy
is
on
off.
So
that.
having said that, I'll also come at the other side of the coin. We have high net worth individuals who want to buy something in a palm,
Hanji.
a $20 million, $30
Yeah.
million dollar.
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
done those deals.
Right.
They are sitting in India, they're sitting in so they get permission from RBI to send a huge amount of they have to be a huge high net worth individual. They need to have the best CAs. They need to speak to their the RBI, Reserve Bank of India, to get the permission to send large amounts. Now, all that is possible, but let's stick to the basic 99% of the investors who are willing to buy a 10 CR or a 5 CR or a $1 million. For them, off plan is the best.
Yeah, it is
Correct.
the best option.
Ji.
Makes sense. Now, from the time a buyer decides to buy a property up until he gets the possession and so on, what are some of the hardest times in that entire journey that brokers don't talk about, or that's not in public knowledge?
The
This time.
investor has a headache and the broker doesn't try to tell it. Wow. That should be a BTS episode. Let's be honest, brokers are under the purview of the Dubai Land Department.
Sure.
Every time we conclude a deal, we get ratings. I'm at 4 stars. I want to reach 5 stars very soon. And like me, there are 30,000 of us. So it's very rare that a broker who worth his salt, who is in Dubai, who has a reputation, will give any type of trouble. And I'm speaking of the whole broker fraternity. I don't think we do anything like that. And I respect all the brokers around. There are many much better than me. There are many upcoming who I look at them and say, oh God, this guy is to look out for. And all of them are very straight. And they have to be because, let's be honest, we're in Dubai. Dubai, not just a broker, whether you're the biggest businessman or a road sweeper, वो निगरानी आपके ऊपर है.
Plus there's a system here. हर एक चीज is in order. So you have to follow the system. You can't just go do things on your own. The government has such amazing systems. Just follow it and the deal comes through very well.
So I'm sorry if you're looking for something that brokers don't say. I don't think that's the case. I'm sorry. There are things which happen, but those are fixable.
Correct.
But most of the time, I would say all the time, it's a very transparent market. It's like Singapore, it's like Hong Kong. People who are here are very comfortable, and that's why they keep on repeating and they keep on buying.
Yes.
Not just from me, from every event. The numbers show that.
Yes.
Otherwise, you'd see a slight decline, ups and downs, but it's only upwards.
Correct.
Because they got that experience.
But Rohit, deals do go sour, right?
Yeah.
Deals do go sour. That's a reality.
Yes.
Some things
there are reasons for that.
Some deals don't work out. I mean, I had a client.
Okay, yeah.
His deal got off because of the buyer lost his job and he didn't get mortgage. And it was like for 3 months. I mean, they booked the property in September until December. It didn't happen, and he lost his job, and everything, just fell apart. So such situations also happen, right?
Well, I think that's because not all the aspects are covered by it's a government, it's a private sector.
Correct.
So the government does have rules.
Yes.
It's a purview.
Yeah.
And a private sector has to be professional as well.
Sure.
So I think to give context to this deal, I'm aware of this deal.
Yeah.
From all the 100 successful deals you've done, this is one, and you really took this to heart. So I'll tell you what happened, Diksha.
Yeah.
Because she's such a professional, perfectionist. She's like a Amir Khan in our industry. And वो थोड़ा भी ऊपर नीचे होता है ना, she can't take it. Oh, sorry. So this deal happened, and it was not through our agency. The buyer was from a different agency. Now we are doing thousands of deals. The buyer broker, what I remember, did not do due diligence on the buyer.
Yes.
Okay.
So when you are buying a property for, it was a big amount, 8-9 million?
Yeah.
8-9 million dirhams. That was like a villa or something. And the buyer gave the check, and this is a ready property. So there's something called MOU or Form F. Now when we represent a buyer, and they want to buy a property for a seller, and the seller is a different agent, what we do, we take the buyer's AECB and Etihad Credit Bureau, full investigation. Their CV, it's like they're applying for a job. What they do, who they are, why they
Correct.
are. And then only we see, acha, this guy can
Super clean.
go ahead with an 8 million dirham deal.
Correct.
And ye cheeze, of course, the government doesn't tell you to do.
Right.
So even when we rent a 100,000 dirham, like we have our own properties. And when we rent a tenant for 100,000 dirhams a year, for even at 100k, we take his AECB report. Like when you apply for a 5,000 dirham credit card, doesn't the bank take an AECB report from you that you're eligible for a 5,000 dirham credit card? So 100,000 dirham tenant, obviously I need to see there's no check bounce, he's paying his credit card on time, his credit score is high. So when you're doing an 8 million dirham deal, obviously you have to do all this. So that buyer's agent was trying to do the deal very fast, and unfortunately waited for that 2 months. But see, there was a what do you call silver lining in the cloud.
Right.
Silver lining in the cloud. I think the deal was at 8 million in my memory, and now we have sold for 8.4 million.
My goodness.
So extra 400.
Correct.
So it paid off.
Right.
But just talking about it, that's things
Kuch
can
mila
go
to
sour.
things can go sour. Yeah.
These are very
Small things. Yeah.
But
out of 100 deals, if it happens with one deal, it's really not a big
Correct.
deal.
Correct. And again, it's not a generic thing.
No, it's
वही बात है कि वो हर एक के साथ नहीं हो रहा ना.
It's like those one-offs.
Just be diligent.
Yes.
Do your work पक्काई से नियत से.
Correct.
Everything will be okay.
So, Well, thank you so much, Rohit and Jharna, for your amazing time. We've got to know so much about, the Dubai real estate, the mistakes people make, the things that, they should be diligent and careful about. And we look forward to having both of you on the show once again in the near future.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
Take.
So for everyone who's watching us, Emirates Nest is your channel to subscribe. Please go to your Instagram channels, subscribe to their channels as well, and please share this podcast with people who may want to know a little bit more about golden visas, property issues with this, and more. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Thank you.